Alright, hi everyone. Today we're gonna go over bar graphs. Um, the way I found this worksheet was I looked up bar graphs, Common Core, and I clicked on the first result. And if you click on the first pathway for everything, you'll get to this thing here, and you can follow along. But I'm also gonna show it up here. So I'll explain the problem. It says Will bought a jumbo bag of Fruito candy. Before chowing down, he decided to see how many pieces of each flavor there were. Use this graph below to answer the questions. So, um, the way bar graphs work is just another way of visualizing data. And in this situation, we have the different flavors, and each flavor has a different number of pieces. And the way we read them is we find the height that the flavor goes to. So banana goes to 8. So that means there's 8 pieces of banana. The strawberry goes to 6, which means there's 6 pieces of strawberry. The orange goes to 5 orange. And the watermelon goes to 2, so there's 2 watermelon. And the reason why it's so easy to visualize is because the bigger the bar is, the more there is. So it's very easy to spot which flavor has the most immediately because it's just the biggest rectangle. In this case, it's banana. It's easy to tell because the banana rectangle is really big. So how many pieces of banana were there? Well, we just counted and there's 8. Number 2 says, were there more banana pieces or orange pieces? Well, so that means we're comparing 8 banana to 5 orange. And 8 is a bigger number than 5, so there's more banana. Were there fewer strawberry pieces or watermelon pieces? Well, that's comparing 6 versus 2, right? Because there's 6 strawberry, 2 watermelon. 2 is a smaller number, so there's fewer watermelon. Which flavor had exactly 5 pieces in the bag? Well, the only number here that's 5 is 5, and that belongs to the orange flavor, so it's orange. Okay, now this one's a little different. What is the difference in the number of watermelon pieces and the number of strawberry pieces? So the way we find difference, I'll just denote it as diff, is equal to the number of big flavors, or just the big value minus the small value. Okay, and the reason why that works is difference is basically the result of a subtraction. So when you subtract something, when you subtract two numbers, you get a difference. And the reason why we do big minus small is because we don't want any negative numbers, because difference is always positive. It's like the number of numbers in between the big number and the small number. All right, and you'll see what I mean in a sec. So the difference in the number of watermelon pieces and the number of strawberry pieces, well, we'd have to take we know that there's 6 strawberry and there's 2 watermelon. So 6 is the bigger number and 2 is a smaller number. So to find the difference, we would subtract 6 minus 2 and we would get 4, right? So the difference would be 4. Number 6 asks, what is the combined number of strawberry and watermelon pieces? So combined, you would think it had, right? So we would do 6 strawberry plus 2 watermelon, and that would be 8. So there's 8 total, right? 8 combined. Which flavor had the most pieces in the bag? Well, we know from this graph that banana is the tallest rectangle, and we know that it has 8. And 8 is bigger than all the other numbers, so banana has the most pieces. Which flavor had the fewest pieces? Well, for that one, we would look for the smallest graph, and that one would be watermelon. It has the smallest rectangle and the smallest number, so rectangle, it would be watermelon. How many more strawberry pieces were there than watermelon pieces? To answer that, it's kind of tricky because it's asking you the same thing as number 5. We have 6 strawberry pieces and we have 2 watermelon pieces. How much bigger is 6 than 2? That's basically what the question is asking. And to find how much bigger 6 is than 2, we would simply just subtract the big number minus the smaller number and we get 4. That means 6 is 4 greater than 2, right? That makes sense? So there's 4 more strawberry pieces than watermelon pieces. So it's the same question as number 5. They just worded it in a different like number 5 is like the mathematical context, and number 9 is like a real world context. The last one says, how many fewer watermelon pieces were there than banana pieces? So we have 2 watermelon pieces and we have 8 banana pieces. So it's asking you how much less is 2 than 8? And to solve that, we would use a difference again. We would do 8, which is the big number, minus 2, which is the small number. And that would give you a difference of 6. And not only does this mean that there's 6 fewer watermelon pieces than banana pieces, but it also means that there's 6 more banana pieces than watermelon pieces. So, yeah. So this assignment really tests your knowledge on how to interpret bar graphs, but also it does a good amount of mentioning of difference and subtraction results. So I think it's a really good worksheet, and I hope you got something out of this, and thank you.